Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to week 8 of EAL. We are once again back on the way on our rift. It's not that far till playoffs. Teams are still fighting to lock in their places to get that actual EAL title, or at least get a chance on it. And today, with me, will be casting these games is Makur. Say hello.
Hey there.
And we're just waiting to get everybody ready. To get into our first game, we got Lost Nation versus TDE. I do not speak French, that's why I won't try to even say their name. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I rather not butcher it than.
Yeah, I can understand that.
You tell me. Oh my god. Wait. Let me actually pull it up. Let me pull it up. I'll give it one shot. Okay. I'll give it one shot. That's it. I don't want to see a clip of that. By the way. Uh.
It will happen anyway.
Yeah, of course. I'll clip it myself so nobody else can. Uh. So we got um, Le Chapeau de Le Spot. I tried. I tried. I have no idea.
That could be accurate.
Not bad. Okay, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. On that note, just waiting for our two leaders to join in into our lobby. Meanwhile, maybe if somebody did their homework, give a short overview because Lost Nation has once again swapped out one of their players. After Rickard leaving the mid lane, we have once again staple support swapped out for more or less a newcomer. Well, not newcomer to the league, that is, but rather just a newcomer to Lost Nation in general. We got Swanty joining in from I think I'm not actually sure what team he played in before, but he was in EL before. We got Elan Swanty coming over. And I just realized we got some problems with joining. That's very nice.
Yeah, there's technical difficulties.
Oh,
Can
we
be
we
okay.
love our technical difficulties, of course. Okay, we got first players joining in already. Meanwhile, have a short look over if we're already able to draft. It does not seem like it. Our friends at TDE have not made a move yet.
This is one of the worst parts of all. The waiting part.
Well, yes, but usually we would go into a break for that. But we just started, so it's kind of no point is there. Uh, okay. Looks good as of now.
Yeah. So far so good.
Just realized we get Stream Elements posting free things in a row. We love bots. Okay. While we're on that topic, Makur, can you maybe give a short overview on the team on TDE maybe Did you do your homework? That is always the question when somebody's co-casting with me, because I mostly have insights on one team but not the other. Did you check their
There's a
PGGs?
problem.
What picks would you expect from them
There's
coming
a funny
out?
problem. I was just asked for this cast yesterday, so
You could have done your homework. You could
yeah, I could
have,
have done,
but you did not. You decided not to. Okay.
yeah,
In
it
that
was very
case,
stressful.
I'll just ramble on about. Never mind. We won't need to bridge anytime. Since
The cast.
the draft has already begun, and I just realized, you do not exist yet on this. Which is not good.
What do you mean?
There we go. Okay, there. We got very, very obvious choices. You picked banned out by Lost Nation, and the Seraphine is getting locked in first. Of course, Lost Nation Blue side taking that instantly. Kale ban. Maybe a little bit questionable. Maybe TD also did not do their homework and did not realize that Rickard is no longer in the mid lane of Lost Nation. So we got the GP banned out, and the Aatrox. Aatrox, of course, being currently at a 52% winner, so that's quite reasonable, I would say. Kaisa, of course, by Lost Nation, the Ivern. They do not like the tree, it seems, and also the Olaf, very strong top laner. Rickard,
Yes,
indeed, Rickard getting banned out without even being in any of the teams.
I mean, Gangplank. Olaf is really not so likely character to play against.
I mean, he's
Because
a
of
scary
CC
top laner.
denial.
Meanwhile, Lost Nation locks in Thresh, so we'll probably see a Seraphine Thresh bot lane by Play Massive, aka Alan E-Girl, aka Alan Rising Star, aka I do not care. His name is John with with Jon, because he does not deserve the DH.
Yeah.
And the Thresh getting locked in for 20. Camille? It seems we're once again panning towards a strong side top lane.
Yeah.
But also a lot. First picking Camille into a possible counter matchup, maybe a Renekton coming out by TD. We'll see about that. Blinding Camille, of course. Yeah, there we go.
And there's the Renekton.
That was kind of they were kind of asking for it, weren't they?
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, you just turned your strong side into weak side.
Mm. You ask for the crocodile, you get the crocodile.
Let's see what will be banned out further down the road. Vladimir. No Vladimir for Lost Nation, it seems. I kind of I'm starting to see the pattern. They ban out the Kale, now they ban out the Vladimir. Okay, we got one more champion that Rickard could play in this situation. The magical tree.
They don't like trees.
They really don't like trees, no? They also don't like anything that has anything to do with trees. They got the woodchopper also banned out. And that's the Ori. Okay, so we got
Then Sion is missing.
Orianna and Vladimir banned out by TE, and what seems to be an Ari ban, yes, there it is locked in. I'm wondering what TD will keep up the counter pick for. I'll expect the jungler to be picked up next.
Yeah, so that the mid is open.
But I'm actually wondering what they're trying to pick up here, because
Wait, what?
I'm very confused. Okay, that seems to be RL jungle. So what was more of a strong side lane with the Aphelios Rel just kind of turned into the weak side with Aphelios and Renata. Not sure if I like that decision. Even though they picked up the Renata, even though the Milio was open. So Milio being, I think, still one of the better caster enchanter support in this case.
Yeah, the enchanter support, of course, for the healing and extended range.
Okay, we got the Karthus picked up. That could go mid lane, but that could also go into the jungle.
Normally it would be a good flex pick, but in this situation,
it is kind of whatever. Oh, that's right. Kayn is open. That means. Oh, actually, I wonder what kind of Kayn this will be, because they got the Aphelios, they got the Renata, but they also got the Rel and Redacton. I think that the actual color, the actual champion, will be determined by our next pick. Not sure if I like an assassin like that. Okay, there's the Lissandra into the Karthus. That will be. I don't see any of these lanes doing anything without their jungler. I have a feeling that probably we won't see many solo kills here, especially in the mid and top lane. Of course, the 2v2 always possible. That is correct. The game will revolve around the top side with Renekton, of course, having a strong matchup into the Camille. The problem being, if Kayn is always there to help out, we might see that matchup turn on its head. The second, actually, right. We did not answer the question. Actually, you give me a shot here. What do you think? What Kayn will go? Will he go red, or will he go try to one shot and focus on blue with that Lissandra?
I would think he would go on a red Kayn to be more sustainable and go for the long team fights and not for the assassin picks.
That is also. As a Kayn player myself, I would also go red in this case, since Renekton is the only one that actually has damage to kill you. So if he finds Rel in the jungle, he can just farm up points. And Lissandra, well, she can lock down you, but who will kill you? Like, the only person that actually has kill pressure on a Kayn on a red Kayn is a Renekton. If you go blue, you just kind of get blown up. But I think that it will also be determined if he gets an early snowball rolling. Because if he gets early kills, he might as well go blue and try to snowball it from there. As we are waiting for the in-game drafting to be completed, we will jump into a short break. We will see you back when everybody is on the rift. Up until, don't go anywhere. Lost Nation versus TDE. I'm sorry I do not speak French. I tried. We'll see you then. So, we are into the Rift and already into the pod. We'll have to see it. Currently not sure what the issue is or on which side it was caused. But, as we can see, we have Chips opting for the Ghost instead of the Flash. There's Kayn. Doesn't really need it. Also has the first strike route, so might as well have a blue Kayn in this case.
Yeah, that's true.
Making us both incorrect. It says that the play will resume in 0 seconds. But there we go.
Okay.
And now we'll go into another lag, I assume, because that's how the spectating tool works. Okay, we got Solissimo guarding, able to spot the invade, but the Thresh hook hits anyways. First blood for Kalthus. Chips farming up his points onto Lupus, and we get the lag from the pod. Never mind, just gonna walk it out. No summoner spells blown, except for the ignite on Sventy. And of course, Solissimo eating his first death. On his way back now, does not lose anything from that. Of course, because minions hadn't even spawned yet when he had already died.
Kaz is now in the lead because of the Dark Seal and the Doran's Ring.
Yeah, he picked up. I'm actually not sure what he picked first.
I think the Doran's was first.
So he just keeps stacking that Dark Seal onto Kauzi. No first strike, no moneymaker Karthus here. Mimi Slime opting instead for the Dark Harvest. Gets the early level 2 because of the kill XP. Fish already suffering, not much sustain on that Camille.
But did we expect less of this?
After Q. No engages on the level 2. Interestingly. Also, no fatalities, but quite a heavy trade onto Svanti,
Yeah.
Tipluv. I'm not sure if that's if that name's Svanti, I'm just gonna say Tipluv. Poking out the Thresh with the Crescendum Q. I think it's Crescendum. No,
Chips is
it's
fighting the Rel up
Calibrum?
there.
No, it is. Crescendum? The red
Chips
gun?
is
It's the red gun. We call it the red gun. I only know Calibrum. Calibrum is the sniper rifle, and Infernum is the big one. Is the big one.
and we missed a little bit of situation up there on the Raptors.
Kayn, on his way to. I guess he did steal. Try to steal Raptors, did he?
Yeah, he tried. Karthus was on his way, and
And as we go back down into the bot lanes, trying to flame here.
every hook that miss is another much of pain.
Well, you could view it that way, but you could also always call it a zoning hook. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, that's not happening a whole lot. Lupus moving towards that Scuttle Trap, but there is nothing
But
else.
he's
Also,
spotted and-
he's standing on a ward. I'm not sure if you realized that. Fish, therefore, very aware of his presence. Kayn still farming up his camp. Not much happening there. Bot lane Scuttle Trap is still up. Mimi Slime pushing in wave after wave into the Lissandra. And
And then
now
game
there
on top
could be
lane.
some action in the top lane. Solissimo slicing his way out of there. Lupus now up in the top lane, flash out by Solissimo. Ignite burn by Fish. Lupus tries to engage. Get something
nice
out
try.
of that top lane engage. Now the Death Sentence hits onto the Renata. But both shields on both sides just make the trade kinda only a trade in mana. Last HP. Infernum Qs hitting, poking down the Lost Nation bot lane. Mimi Slime low on mana now in the mid lane. Will probably opt for the backcourt.
Typically normal game of early game of a card. Because the Q is so low on cooldown.
Does not have a heal yet. I kinda expect him to pick that up on his next back. But as we can see, he is also down on level. So he may have traded some of his XP or shared it over to Chips.
And we need to still be aware he was ahead of XP because of the first kill.
Indeed. Well,
Chips stealing the Raptors.
Kane again on the red side Raptors, stealing those away from Lupus. Of course, Kane clearing those exceptionally quickly.
And he's on the way on the top lane.
And he's already back on the way on the top lane. Except ultimating coming out. Dominus also procced. That's big damage and big healing from the Crocodile. Solissimo
down
picks up a double kill with the support from Lupus. Yeah, that's kind of what happened if you try to fight the Crocodile in the early game. He has already picked up an Iron Spike Whip. Of course, Camille not providing that much damage. Of course, he would be able to lock down, but Solissimo got the healing off of his Q on 2 targets, because Chips still did not have his ultimate. So no going inside of the Crocodile. No, not being able to avoid the healing and of course the damage of the Dominus Cube. Chip seems to be on his way bot lane. Question is he aware that there is a ward? Like, give it a shot anyways. 20 moving up. Death Sentence lands, but does not change a thing. Just a bit of damage onto T-Bluff. Mid lane about as exciting as expected. Chips tries to steal away, sneak away that Drake. There's now currently 2 pink wards in the Drake pit. I am not sure what the economical thought behind that is, but I guess we're on the topic of that was better than nothing. Mimi Slime clearing away the only pink ward that was there placed there by TD, of course not being able to spot the Drake. Not able to catch the Camille. The damage going onto the shield. Adaptive defense. Ultimate's now available in the bot lane. We might see some action now. Meanwhile, actually, as I say that, Renata decides to back away. Fish not in the best position, of course. Who has already had his 2 kills, is now sitting on an Iron Spike Whip and Steel Caps. I was about to say Ninja Tabbies, but that's already 3 seasons ago that they were called that.
Yeah, I miss the good old times.
Who does? Big trade up in the top lane. Fish takes big chunk of damage, meanwhile Lucas taking the Rift Herald with
Chips in a very bad
Mr.
position.
B and Kauti. They're just gonna pick that one up. Not much happening. Of course, now
Yeah.
Kauti going in. Ultimate goes up, goes down onto Mimi Slime, but that one has flash, and also the exhaust. So no fatalities there. Death Sentence lands onto T-Loop, the Moonlight Vigil coming out with the red gun, so he just
With Serum.
healed quite a bit up there. Severum, that's what it's called. Crescendo is the other one.
Yeah.
Seraphim ultimate coming out onto T-Wolf and Mr. P. The Renata W not able to save the Aphelios. Next up ultimatum onto Lucas. Lucas flashes away. Celestimo
alive.
just picks up chips there. And that's the third kill for the big bad crocodile. Now sitting on 2,000 actually, and has already acquired his first item, going for the Gore Drinker version. So once that monstrous
And it's
fight.
the Red Cane.
And we got the Red Cane with, surprisingly, the first strike. No Conqueror healing will be coming through for that Cane. He's build. He's going for the lethality build as well. So he will be healing even more than usual. For especially on an ultimate.
Yeah, going for
Today, it seems Fish is the target for everybody. Stunned up, rooted up, but Lupus picks up the kill onto Fish. I think we already said in the draft that blinding Camille maybe not the best idea in her current state. With Renekton being open, Mimi Slime now in danger. The handshake gets.
Chips is on the way.
Chips is on his way. He actually is a champion now. A Red Cane actually. But Solissimo is on his way. That could be fatal here.
And it is fatal.
That is a very, very big bad crocodile there. Death Sentence lands onto the Renata, being able to trade one back. Fish picks that one up. But that is actually a 1-for-1. No, it's a 2-for-1 actually. Never mind. My bad. I did not see the Carf is dead already. Fish. Jumping onto Solissimo. 20 pace for the mistakes committed before. That's a big burst onto the Red Cane. Double kill for Durrell. Meanwhile,
And
Kiblos
Aphelios is pushing bot side.
just takes as many plates as he can with now having emptied the Crescendon. Not as quick anymore, but the Severum Q still able to proc onto the tower. Mimi Slime on his way up, on his way down to match that push. Mr. B, second Q hit, third Q hit
Solo damage.
onto the Renata. Sventi on his way, the Mogi Boots, Flash, Flail, as the Death Sentence goes wide, but it's enough for Mimi Slime to pick that one up. Already 2 kills. There's already a almost 6k gold lead for B in this matchup. Last Nation being quite far back. 0 and 3 Kane in the jungle. 1 and 3 Camille in the top lane. The only lane that actually looks like it had a pretty good time is currently the mid lane, even though Mimi Slime is 20 CS down onto Kaiju.
Yeah,
picked
but
up
when
2 kills.
look at that too.
Fish now finally able to trade back against the Big Bad Crocodile, even though he's already 6 and 1. But that Divine Sundra power spike is big enough, it seems, at the moment, even though there's a 2-level deficit. Chips maybe in a pretty bad situation here. Stunned up by Lupus. Sventy in the area as well. Looks to be just hovering for the moment. Much action in the top lane, just pushing waves. Solissimo not able to engage. Fish standing too far
Yeah, but
from
he
the
can
wave.
play it safe.
I mean,
And he has still
Camille's
TP.
job now is to try and survive. That's her only job, to get back into the game and scale up to finally be able to match her up. Mimi Slime now in the company of 3 members of TDE. Trying, it looks, try to dive him out, but he's just gonna pick up the turret, leave the Death Singer alone. Decided it's not worth it, we'd rather just back away and try to stop Herald. Now Mimi Slime chasing down Mr. B. Must have realized that the actual damaging members left the area. Last Nation picks up the second Rift Herald. They've already picked up 2 breaks as well. So drag advantage for Last Nation, with the next one spawning up in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Some fun trading in the top lane, both heal away the damage they just took, which was kind of funny to watch.
The only standard that
Camille
matters.
hitting 1 button heals the same amount, just reacting with fully stacked, like rage stacked 2 and mid lane now the clearing fest of the decade, while Lupus is just lurking in the shadows. Not sure if he realized he has been spotted a long time ago. Now Sventy and Massive rotating at it. Lucas is gonna be able to pick up the crab, but no engage on the Sventy for this.
And I just recognized my headset died.
Oh, that is not good. I'll just try to keep this up. No. There is no action at the moment, so we do not have to Solissimo just puffing back and forward in the river.
Yeah, he can
Waiting
stay top
for his
lane.
prey.
He can stay there cause he has TP up.
I do agree with you that Seraphine should not be open for Last Nation. But it seems some people have not learned that. They'll rather try to figure it out. Rising Star just clearing waves. Why did I say Rising Star? I swore to myself I would never say that name.
But you did.
Chips just casually clearing away Lupus' jungle. Already built up over 30 CS gap. And Fish is now casually matching the Crocodile that is more than 1 item up on him.
Hextech,
Just a
Break,
casual Camille Divine Sunrow thing. Sventi, the death sentence. Blind thrown into the Drake pit. Chips decides to take matters into his own hands. Rather just clears that pink board. Now he's stuck in there. Never mind, just queues back over. Death sentence lands onto Lucas. Burst down before anything, any CC can go out. Chips just casually walking in there in the Dust Blade Passage. Kowski will get out though. Hextech ultimatum onto the Renekton. Still heals up, keeps healing. Is able to kill the Karthus, but Karthus is gonna
Karthus gets
press
double kill.
R and get 3 kills. That is a very, very fat Karthus now.
And the Herald is still on bot lane.
Oh, it is the Herald is still pushing the bot lane tower, so we might Lost Nation may actually pick that one up. Shelly, no, Shelly dies, and we got
How much HP?
turret surviving
26.
with 26 HP. TP coming in from the Seraphine. I'm not actually sure why. Maybe just ensure that the Drake is actually picked up.
Lucas was still alive, so they could go in for
He
Swine.
could have gone in for the steal, but of course, Lost Nation did not know he was just casually trying to not die to his Pila. I'm sorry, I'm not that big of a fan of the Relic Jungle. That's just after nerfs and nerfs. Of course, it's still got the Renekton pretty far ahead. Can't really argue with that, but Renekton would have won that lane regardless. It's just how the matchup goes. But now the Camille able to easily match the Renekton, who seems to be building a Hullbreaker. Either that, or he could also be a Sterling.
And if you consider that Rel was was normally a horde when she was planned.
I mean, yeah, but her mid-scope update just, yeah, it is a mid-scope update. I think it was just made her viable in the jungle, and like you could argue that she's viable. Of course, provides a lot of CC to lanes that like do not have any setup. But if you already have setup, you have even more access onto lane target, of course. Now Fish being put down into the bot lane to match the Sandra. Seems to have not worth the time. While
Just playing the
Kane
waiting
once
game.
again
Get-
casually sitting in the top right side jungle, waiting for somebody to walk in. The Duskblade, of course, available. Death Sentence goes in, smashes flails. Some targets back into Lost Nation. That's a pretty big smack and still by Lucas, but it's not gonna do anything. Just delay the inevitable 3-4-0 for Lost Nation, able to beautifully wombo combo their way into there. Once again, I just look at the chat, that last message, Seraphine Open, should not be a thing for Lost Nation. Oh, I just real. Oh,
It's like a war crime.
we got some much more observant viewers, it seems, in the chat. Renekton did not have TP, so there was no way he could have joined that fight. Even though he's on 3 items and probably the strongest member of TD at the time. We got the solo queue fight with the solo queue teams. Especially Lost Nations, I swear. Guys, can you guys just stop picking solo queue comps? It's like, yes, yeah,
Oh,
you guys are
possible that they
cooking.
win?
Yeah, they are winning. But come on, Stop cooking. There is no point. Just make it a nice casual. I don't know, LCK LPL draft. Okay, wait, never mind. LPL is cooking. LPL cooks also cooks way too much. So
Like LEC.
yeah, we can work with that. That actually there's always some challenge today. Maybe take some inspiration from that. Fish getting baited by the claw, but no harm done. Just some mana expended on the 2 items on the Camille map. And the Renekton also has his third stage completed.
The Drake is up in 1 minute.
That's a lot of wards that are cleared very easily. Lucas is a man on a mission. Decided it's time for Swanty to die. Megastorm comes out. Swanty, the only one stuck in that. Mimi Slime free firing his Q. Not much happening. Now the Renekton gets on top of him. Able to blow up the finally blow up the Kerfus, but that one is just gonna die, press R, and watch the enemies fall. With Chips clearing up, just tidying up behind the monstrously fed and scary Kerfus. 3 items, 10 stacks on the Dark Seal. That hurts way too much. Also, not like maybe Lucas's engage, only catching out the support in every possible way with the jump.
I think if Lupus hit the W, it would be much better for TD.
Yeah, they could have played that fight. Like, I think TD could have won that fight easily if they had gotten their hands on Kerfus earlier. But with all of the engage going down onto Spanky, just gonna sit there, flail Lorel away, and just try to run.
And I think
There's
now
not
with
really
the
a point.
Soul, it's much
The
easier
Hextech
for-
Soul picked up by Last Nation now. Maybe looking for a Baron on the next one. Team fight. Renekton once again splitting top lane. This time he has TP. Very nice death sentence lands onto the Renata. Seraphino comes out, or so does the Renata ult, but only Renata will actually fall in that short exchange. Gets caught out by the Thresh. Second part of the precision protocol goes onto him. No damage on Kelty there.
Chips is waiting.
Another death sentence lands onto the Crocodile. Big damage from the Seraphine and
I think
the
they're
Kerfus. Now Kerfus ultimate goes out. Kelty decides, nope, I don't want to take that. Megastorm expanded, just not gonna change anything. Hextech Protocol, Hextech Ultimatum. Also able to secure one more kill. Renata W goes down once again onto the Thresh. Trades 1-for-1 with Aphelios.
But they are free to push or get the Baron now. Only Renata alive.
They seem to have decided it is time to push that mid lane inhibitor turret. Mimi Slime and Mimi Slime a little more determined there. Rising Star maybe wanting to go for the Baron with a slight move away there. But they're rather just gonna go and back away. While Fish picks up the bot lane tier 2 turret with nobody else to match him on that. Chips now massively fed up, almost in the 100 CS gap to Lucas. Once again sitting in that brush waiting for somebody to walk in. Lucas not spotting Chips there with the sweeper. Another death sentence lands onto Mr. B. I think that was blind. but I could be wrong. Root land to Tigris. Not gonna happen. A whole lot. Another enough set goes wide. If just one of those hits, I'm pretty sure it's game over. Never mind, they just decide to engage. Big damage onto said champion.
alive.
Just
Okay, never mind.
gets blown to shreds. So does the Kane. Not able to do anything. Camille teleports in, gets blown to shreds instantly. Renekton sends her up. But don't
I
forget,
think they're going to burn.
we got a little boy here pushing the top lane turrets. His
Yeah,
name is
that's
Carfus.
right.
He did a way too, and he did a lot of damage there for Lost Nation, even though they lost the fight. Now TD going for the Baron, pretty able to pick that one up pretty quickly. No death sentence onto Mr. B. Nobody able to catch Mimi Slime there for pushing all the way into the Nexus turrets. But overall, a pretty positive trade for TD there, able to pick up the Baron, and also able to keep it on all of their members. If I did
Yeah,
not.
on all of them.
So everybody is able to push those side lanes if need to. Aphelios
The Elder Drake is
finally on his third item. The Bloodthirster picked up. And Chips is on a mission now. Knocks up Solissimo. The Crocodile goes in. Dominus proc. And nobody seems to be able to kill that Crocodile. Just goes wild on Lost Nation. And the stopwatch for the style points.
It's an ace.
That is one heck of an ace. 1-4-5 trade there for TD. Maybe not trying the Renekton, trying to catch the Renekton. Kinda backfired there. For Lost Nation, they're just gonna probably lose only one turret though. Think about it. And Yellow Drake is
And preparation
spawning
for the
up
Drake.
in less than actually
Half an
30 seconds. But everybody will be available once again, right? So maybe I keep saying that, so maybe because I read it. He's John. He doesn't deserve any other name. You could also call him Igor. Igril. Just pick whatever. Okay. Chips starts that other breakup as soon as it spawns. Now the Crocodile teleports in. Claw goes into the backline, but not the pick onto. Oh, that's a big Seraphine also. But
Renato as well.
nobody is able to kill the Crocodile. Never mind, Camille takes it down, and that's another triple kill for the Carfus. Big damage, quadra kill for Carfus.
And it's end.
Well, that's kind of what happens. And with massive teleport still available, they probably will be able to finish this game. Once again, Seraphine is open, so for Lost Nation. It is week 8 of EAL. I'm not sure what you guys are still doing, banning anything else but Seraphine in the first rotation. But that's up to you. You get what you do. Kinda here. TD putting up a very good fight, especially towards the end, but the Carfus just scales, doesn't he? So no
That
chance
and Drake
for
control.
TD to actually get that win. There we go. Oh god, that was one heck of a game. at points, it really looked like TDE was gonna take that one with two massively advantageous team fights for them. If we look at some of the stats, I know you can't see that because I don't have any wonderful graphics to put in there. But we got Mimi Slime basically out damaging everybody with 50k, and the next one in line being the Renekton with 29k. So the mid lane of Lost Nation once again able to carry another game. The next game we got coming up is Get versus OnlyPels. In next game. We don't know. We don't know when to start. I'm not even gonna say anything because I already know whatever I say, it's either gonna be a lot shorter or a lot longer, depending on who is actually competent enough to get the game to run. With that, we're gonna go into a short break, preparing for our next game, and hopefully see you there. Don't go anywhere. See you in Get versus OnlyPels. We are back once again, waiting for the next game to start. Grievous International versus Onipils. And one of Grievous International players, I just realized, has a very familiar tag. You could even say they're kind of lost in that team. We got Ellen and Forza, kind of deserting over to Grievous International, if you want to say it like that. No, I'm not gonna shut up. I'm very no. I'm not even sorry. You said it yourself. You did this to yourself. You still got the Ellen tag. I gotta talk about it.
There's an imposter.
Oh yeah, there's definitely one imposter in there, but we also got two imposters on Team Only Pills, cause we got Lelouch. Where's the pills? I got the pill storm and the pills too and the original pills, but come on. Also Hunterware, where pills? where pills name tag? Come on, it's only pills, no? Okay, after complaining about name tags, I know for a fact that Enforcer has not played League in a while. I think the last game I played with him, that was a week ago. Anyways,
I think there is something wrong.
we got emote spam. We got production getting sabotaged. It seems. Grievous International not completely ready yet. I'm not sure what just happened. What was that sound? What that was on your end, wasn't it? Okay. Have you opened up an OPGG yet? Have you done your own work this time around? Could have done that while we were in a break.
I could have done.
You did not. Okay, never mind. We'll just observe and see what happens. That's just how we do it here. Because I was supposed to do something else. I was actually supposed to cast a race today and not a league game. But that's whatever. We'll just hope somebody is gonna finally get over their problem, that their technical difficulties, if you say it like that. I think I'm not allowed to say that on Twitch. I really want to read out the league chat between the guys currently, but I have a problem. I don't think I can say that. Please, ladies and gentlemen, start draft whenever we're just waiting for you guys to get ready. Honestly, it's
The stage is
really
yours.
just the crowd is waiting. They're already booing the casters, as you can see. We're getting thrown. We're getting shit thrown at.
Who throw that mashed potato?
Grey Fox, you're absolutely correct. we have better entertainment than LEC because we already know who's gonna win LEC, right? Okay, let's see if we will have a little more professional drafts this time around, or we'll rather go for the more solo queue experience kind of team compilation. Comp. It's a comp. Okay. As we are straight into the drafts finally. Difficulties have been resolved. As we were waiting for the first ban to go out. Griefish International on the blue side. Only Pills on the red side. Let's see. Kai'Sa banned out instantly, of course.
And Energy.
That champion is not very, very balanced right now. Right, please fix. Jace. More of a targeted ban. A Maokai. Also, you could argue that's more of a meta ban. Yes, massive. Mr. Ellen Massive. It seems Git has decided that Enforcer is a more valuable asset on their team than on yours. We are very, very sorry about that. The whole of the EIL staff is very sad about your loss. Just a second of silence. Okay, never mind. You don't deserve a second. Ornn, meanwhile, banned out. Taken off the board. Noral, and also what seems to be a Xayah ban. Drooling on it. Waiting on it. Maybe there's another ADC that you could ban out. That would also be not that nice to play against. Okay, it's not an ADC, but it's a bot laner. Okay.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Nautilus banned out. Probably no Samira with that. Get on the first pick. Let's see what will get picked up. Probably something that is still open in the meta. Which would make sense. Or will it... Okay, let's do Xayah.
Xayah.
So I guess that Xayah ban would have been targeted towards a certain player. No ban on that, of course. We'll see what Only Pills answers with. A Rumble. Okay, so Rumble is an interesting pick. For multiple reasons, one of them being that he is not in that great of a spot currently. Only reason why when you pick up Rumble is when he is absolutely broken and overpowered. Of course, the biggest teamfight ult, maybe next to... That's also pretty big teamfight ult, Varus. Picked up, probably on hit build though, with the Rumble dealing the AP damage already. Could go mid, could go top lane. I expect him to go top lane for Lelouch. Thresh Xayah bot lane duo. And it's locked in as well. So we get another Thresh on the blue side. This time with an actual AD carry and Aatrox. I actually expected that to be picked first since it's like that strong currently. Blitzcrank Varus versus Xayah Thresh. That could be a spicy matchup in the bot lane. Definitely a whole lot more entertaining than watching Xeraphine clear the 100th wave. Of course, I would never poke fun at my own team who would actually do that. While we go into the second ban phase, Only Pills on the draw here. Let's see what they will take out. A Jarvan. No Jarvan. in this game. No reliable hard engage lockdown champion for
combo
Reefers International.
OP. Normally, I would say Jarvan were a good pick in the OP team comp.
It is, since they are very much pick focused, but of course the Aatrox, being the teamfight monster that he is, but he is also up against the Varus and the Blitzcrank, who can very much just CC him down without doing too much. But of course, on hit Varus, probably not able to take the Aatrox down quickly enough for him not to heal back up from those massive Q hits. Just throw him into team fight and heal up 400 HP. Sin.
Wait a second. Are we in solo queue?
We are in solo queue since Rumble has been picked up, but that's another thing. Okay, so please don't lock it. Please do me a favor. Don't lock it. Yeah, okay. I like that. Yeah. That is nice. Yes, that's not an nectar. That's another crocodile. Counter pick into the Aatrox. Now the question is, does Rumble go jungle? Is he Rumble in the jungle or is he Rumble in the mid lane? That will be solved on our last pick, it seems. Aatrox outskating the Renekton after one item. But, of course, Renekton having the early priority by far with the higher base stats. Victor to help out with the AP damage on Griefers International. Let's see what this team comp will be finished out with. There's still the jungle role to fill. And it looks to be a Lee Sin.
It is a Lee Sin, and it's Rumble in the jungle.
That could be a Zed in the jungle, that could be a Rumble in the jungle. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but normally, I would say the set has an earlier...
But knowing the only pills mid laner, probably will be the Zed in the mid lane. Course, Zed being kind of a coin flip as an assassin, of course, laning into the Victor. Also not sure how experienced the Zed player actually is. We got some very nice hashtags in the chat. We got hashtag Zed, we got Zed Tower, and we got Pills Zed. Pills do that? 2Z? Is that Pills do 2Z? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we got some only Pills fans. Actually, it's only 2 persons. People. Rooting for the Zed. It is actually kind of a... I'm just trying to think of the last time I've seen a Zed picked up in any kind of game, because it's usually just banned out by one of the mid laners, both, especially in solo queue. But we are once again in the solo queue setup with the Rumble in the jungle. You could argue that the Varus and the Blitzcrank in the bot lane, we got only Pills with a more... Actually, those 2 comps are kind of closer to an esport, to an actual esports comp. You could argue that, because last, especially compared to last game.
The last match we saw.
Interesting team comps. By the way, I'm for legal reason. This is not flaming the Lost Nation team comps. They work, but they're also kind of retarded. Now, while we wait for the launcher picks actually to finish out and for the spectator delay to kick in, we will be going into another short break. We got Greasers International versus Only Pills coming up. Let's guys just make this a good game, okay? I decided it is time to cast Eurogames. I got time to cast Eurogames. Makura Wed here got pulled in yesterday. We're still sorry for that little confusion causing announcement by one of our staff. Will not happen again. We'll make sure of that. And with that, we'll go into a short break. Don't go anywhere. See you on the Rift. we're back onto the Rift. Actually,
Summoner's Rift.
mistimed it this time. Didn't mistime it that hard this time around. And the bot lane pings are already going down. Saya Unique looking caught out. Flashes the Blitzcrank hook instantly. Mastery flash by the Zed. Pels 2 seems to be very fond of his Zed. I'm not sure. I don't know the backstory of that. I'm sorry. Very poorly researched this time around. If Casual Cutie was here, they would have the insights on that, I think.
Minions have spawned.
And Pearl and Pillstorm has found an Aatrox, a Victor, and a Lisa. That's some money into the Zed's pocket from the first strike, and quite a chunk on Milan's health bar, which will potentially be coming into play on his leash now, with him being a whole lot lower than he would be. Yeah, has to smite the blue buff, and also Adverdian script has stayed a whole lot longer, losing a bit of XP on the top lane. No, actually not. He did not lose anything.
He got the wave.
He got all of the way. Already the WQs by the Zerber flying in. Very Aatrox favorite trade up in the top lane. Gets that Q3 proc on the sweet spot. The Darkened Blade healing up quite a bit from that. And already Tussle in the top lane. Pearl and Pillstorm gets the level 3 Thirst and is able to force out the flash from Edwardian script, who is currently just trying to CS, it seems. Pings going down in the bot lane. The Lee Sin moving towards the Onyx bot lane, and Pills will fall. Hunterware gets out. No Sonic Wave connecting onto the Bushcrank. Lelouch is in the area. Just gonna take that stab.
60 of gold that he needs.
As we can see though, that Lee Sin for use like fell quite a bit behind by not full clearing there, instead opting for the gank in the bottom first, and won't even get an assist. Just a solo kill. The rocket grab connects onto Saya Unique. Pills not able to get close enough. Knock up onto Enforcer. Now that one will be picked up by the Varus. Perone Pillstorm trading heavily into the Aatrox, knowing that he has basically like the ability to stat check Aatrox at any point right now. Big damage onto the Victor, and will probably die to the Ignite. Pilsu solo killing his opponent on that Zed, and getting the snowball rolling. Already picks up a Tiamat to be able to push the wave even quicker. Yeah, we got Milan realizing there is no crab to be picked up, and that could potentially end up in a solo kill for in a 1v2 for the Renat. Fury is available. But Perone will just walk it out. Has the level 6 available now, and knows that, dashes in. Flash onto Advertian Script, just bursts him down. Milan just has to stand there and watch while his top laner gets absolutely obliterated. Rocket Grab lands onto the Zaya, but the Dark Passage just gets her back
And on top side.
into safety. And I did not catch that. I'm very, very sorry. It seems Pelstorm has had enough from the Lee Sin and just walked under his turret and killed him. Another solo kill in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Pils
kills
2
two.
once again kills his lane opponent.
He used his ultimate for that.
Oh yeah, he did get the ultimate. No Chaos Storm used by the Victor. Does not get the stun up.
I think Lelouch would be level 6 earlier than Milan.
Yes, indeed. Just from the XP difference and deform difference. Like, Milan may have picked some XP up from the waves he sat on in the top lane.
He just got level
Lelouch has
5.
decided it is time to do the Drake. He's got prio in both mid and bot lane. Milan moving towards that Zed. Misses his Q. With Lee Sin being that dependent on his Sonic Wave to get around the dual damage. Now Rocket Grab lands onto Milan, will have his level 6 delayed even longer. And the Fall Dragon just picked up. I just realized Perone Pillstorm has a rep up. Did
He killed Lee Sin.
Oh,
earlier.
he still has that one. Yeah, it's about to run out. So, Rizzy from the Lee Sin. Another
another
solo
kill on
kill I did not catch. I am very, very sorry.
It's
Walter,
just ultimate
I'm so
W.
sorry. Third solo kill. I only got the first one. The most boring one. Another rocket grab lands onto Enforcer. Pils is just gonna pick that one up. A 1 to 8 currently the scoreline. With about a 5k gold lead for only
It's
kills.
more than 5k.
Yes, slightly more than 5k. Could be traded. Actually, no, there is no big wave differences currently. Milan being forced out of his own jungle by Lelouch. The Rumble just being too scary. And that one is just gonna. Oh my god, it is like solo kills across the board while Lelouch is taking care of the Herald. Pillstorm, once again in a 1v2 situation, has the dominance available. Kick comes out. Dragon's Rage is not gonna reach under the turret. Dashes out, but walks back in. Advardian Script.
Mid lane, kill again. Another
What is going on? I am so sorry, Zolter. I am so sorry. That is the.
Your cam was on this kill and you go.
I did not comment on it. There's so much going on. They're getting torn apart on all 3 lanes. Now the return is placed top lane, and Lelouch is just gonna pick both of those up. Hunterware has moved into the area, but is just there to tax the gold. Pils 2 waiting in the brush, waiting for Roman
Ultimate is up again.
DJG to walk up a little bit too far. Now Hunterware is in the area.
No flash available.
Rocket Grab lands. The puzzle field. Chaostorm curves out. My fucking god, I do not know the ability names. I'm so sorry. This is not a very adequate cast for EL. But thank you for making this a very enjoyable match to watch. I know it's a curb stomp. It's currently 1-13, but the Zed claiming another kill on the Victor, this time assisted by the Blitzcrank. Those Blitzcrank Qs have been very, very precise and very, very reliable.
I look on the scoreboard and all of the team of Pills got a shutdown except for the support.
Well, that could change in the near future if Underwear just happens to miss time his ultimate and steals 1 kill away. I can see that happen. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, 3 versus 2. Milan just has decided it's not worth it anymore. Just head out. 3 level difference in the mid lane currently. Pills 2 absolutely dominating that one. Pings come down into the bot lane jungle. Pills and Pills 2 and Lelouch on the move. On the way to dive the Reefers International bot lane. Ultimate from the round comes out. Xayah does not matter. Featherstorm is not used. Or is, it's not used. Only able to get some ultimates out. No kills straight up back. Pills 2
on the top lane,
still in the area.
Bit of a fight situation.
Pearl Pillstorm once again claiming his another solo kill, while Pills just casually picks up the enemy mid laner, who is currently 0. I am kinda shocked by this domination, but it seems Only Pills is not only flexing their macro plays by rotating gloriously down to dive and dive and dive, but also being the mechanically more skilled players in this. It is these are the hardest games to cast on, because it's like it's very, very obvious who is currently winning. It's almost a 13k gold lead for only Pills. Pills 2 currently matching 2 of
Look at this damage.
There's it did not even hit both of the
the
Qs.
W and the Q.
He only hit 1 Q as well. Enforcer forced to flash away once again. That's something's landed kill. Knock up, flash knock up by Hunter Rare. I'm actually not sure if they actually if Hunter Rare would have wanted that rocket grab to land with the flash, potentially being able to just auto attack Hunter Rare once and claim
Yeah,
kill.
but Arrow of Varus could hit.
He could have. That is. Prone Pillstorm currently unmatched. Edvardian Script has no chance, and now even Pills 2 is in the area. Milan, I'm not sure if you want to take that Hextech portal there. That does not seem like the doctors have advised against it. If you want to live. Actually gets out though. Has to expend his flash for it. Look at that healing. Just from healing the wave once. Renekton just... Oh my god. More members of Only Pills looking to get that top lane tier 2 turret. Rocket grab. Blind rocket grab, I'm guessing. There seems to be no vision available. Otherwise I would be flaming. Pills left alone. But actually I just realized it's AP Varus. I kinda expected him to go AD, but with the Rumble being in the jungle and the top and mid
Okay, this turret is
down. Devastating Land does not matter though. The flamethrower just gonna burn away the board. Meanwhile, Edvardian Script getting domed by, yeah, Pills 2 actually solo killed that one. Pro Pillstorm did not even touch the Aatrox. Another one shot down in the bot lane. And that now, only now has picked up his second item. So, that if you saw the damage before, that was nothing yet. Rocket Grab once again lands onto Enforcer. Not able to, Pills not able to convert this into a kill. Ignite not able to finish up that last tick. We got somebody calling Pills shooting Swan. I'm not sure if he's actually shooting. Well, yeah, technically he has the only kill. He has the only death on the side of only Pills. You could call that feeding, but you could also call that tactical anti. As it currently looks like we're just waiting for only Pills to just finish this game, honestly. Pills 2 mainly just playing this for his own KDA. 7-0 and 2 currently. Underwear. Rocket Grab lands once again onto Xayah and gets just one shot by. Actually, still no bounty. We got a lot of bounties currently. We got a whole lot of bounty gold on the side of only Pills. We got 3 700. Yeah, 700 shutdowns and 1 600 shutdowns. So if they just get one pick, they Grievous International get 1,000 gold. Edvardian Script trying to get the Crocodile to finally fall, but that one just says, yeah, come at me, I'm ready. I'll take you both. I'll take the whole team if you need to. Flashes down, says Enforcer, you're not getting away. That is my triple kill, even though it's unofficial. Pills 2 just one taps the Victor. It's just currently about as much gold as a cannon minion. But of course, the KDA prestige you get out of it could count that one. You could see the Dancing Herald in this one, if only Pills can make that one happen. I would love to see that. But it seems Shelly will fall down to Edvardian Script.
Not badly.
No Dancing Shelly. Pills 2, trying to claim that bot lane inhibitor.
We are 19 minutes in the game and 2 inhibitors down and 1 inhibitor down.
And it is, I just realized only Pills have doubled the gold on yeah, that is just. I'm not even sure what am I supposed to say about this? It's like LAC team versus a bronze solo queue. That's what it feels like. From Pillstorm, ready to take on the world. 1v4 now. Still alive actually. Lelouch is just gonna steal one away. Underwear still one away. Renekton able only to claim support. Zed gets a double kill, and Pro Pillstorm has about.
Riot Games, I have several questions.
No, there is no questions to be asked. After if you look at the okay, hit me. What is it?
Hunterwear, where's your shutdown?
That's a good question. Hunterwear, what are you doing, man? You're the only one out. The bot lane is completely destroyed. You got Pills who ruins the KDA, the perfect game, and you got Hunterwear who ruins my personal satisfaction of everybody on the team on OnlyPills having a shutdown. Like, what the fuck? Should be reported for that. Yeah. And with that,
20 minutes.
the second game of the evening concludes. Grievous International getting late to bed. I think that's one way I can say that.
Yeah, that's the only way you can say that.
The goal deficit is scary. Like they have actually doubled. This was not the fastest game we've had in this season of EAL though. We've already had an 18-minute game. This one is more of a let's assert dominance. Let's not play perfectly, because of course Pills decided he had to die once to ruin the wonderful picture I have in front of me. This is 7-0, 6-0, 11-0, 10-1, 1-0, 17. And Hunter Ware casually just having more gold than any of Grievous International. Wouldn't even have mattered if Saya being the closest one with 5.7k gold. Would not have mattered. Would have had to pick up 2 shutdowns to match that one. With that, let's go into a short break. We got the next game coming up, ELZ versus SPN, which is, actually I don't know what ELZ stands for. We got a spot section in Group B. And with that game being rather quickly, we'll go into a little bit of a longer break to match the schedule. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. See you back on the Rift for ELZ versus SPN. Okay, and with that, I actually cut that break a little bit short since we do not have that many technical difficulties at the moment. We got everybody in here, it seems. We got Element Z versus Spot Section, which is at least rank-wise a fairly balanced team. Of course, with the current rank resets, those aren't actually all that accurate. Of course, we got on the side of Spot Section currently, who seems. Oh, actually, I'm blind. I'm blind. No, it is Spot Section. We got a Pantheon enthusiast in the jungle. We got a rather interesting AD carry. Okay, there is no AD carry to be actually found. We got a little swap in by on the side of Spot Section because their support is currently unavailable. So we got Alan McFatred, another Lost Nation player, ex-Lost Nation player, you could say, in the setup. As you may have noticed, my good friend Marcus had to go, so I'll be soloing the rest of the evening. While we are ready for the teams to go ready and get drafting. Seems there is some confusion still. Because SPN, no, ELZ loses a ban. No, never mind. With Alan McFatred being swapped in, Spot Section loses one ban. First ban being out is the Viego. I'm just currently updating the logos, so we'll be moving over to the screen real quick and you will be able to see the bans. Just gonna transition over, and we got the Viego banned out. We don't want to see Diana, it seems, and also the Ornn ELZ top laner as of lately seems to be more or less an Ornn one trick, so that one is taken off the board. And the Ahri, it seems, of course, always just not the highest damage mid laner, but also provides utility and is also, with the ult being that low cooldown, having 3 flashes basically, of course, advantageous. Hard to catch. Let's see what SPN will take off the board as their last first rotation pick. No Kindred, and with that, ELC will go into the first pick. Let's see if any of the meta champions. Okay, Wise Mystical Tree being hovered currently, which makes a composition pretty stable. Kai'Sa, I actually saw that one getting picked up by ELZ, since Kai'Sa's damage numbers are currently, with the current builds, are kind of off the charts. In whatever you do, you can go crit, you can go on hit, you can go AP, full AP, you can go a hybrid. It does not matter. Kai'Sa and Nocturne, very pick based composition on the sides of SPN as of currently. Maybe looking towards a more engage happy support if this is what they're gonna go for. The Tristana is being locked in by ELZ. Maokai, of course, being able to go jungle or support. Seems to be a jungle Maokai. I guess you can technically even flex him into the top lane as a. He's a pretty stable pick. He's not, of course, not like the greatest top laner, but and also as a first pick, maybe not the greatest thing to go for. But Taric Tristana versus Kai'Sa and non-disclosed yet. Seems to be a Swain. So could be the Swain mid lane, could be Kai'Sa Swain bot lane. With that, we go into the second ban phase. Just waiting to... Nothing happened yet. Nyla being picked, getting banned out to... That Tristana could be it could be a mid lane Tristana. I forgot actually. Those are very flexible picks except for the Taric. Maokai being able to go top jungle and support, and Tristana being able to go mid and bot lane. What looks to be a Vex ban, which could be another hint towards that Tristana going mid lane. And another 80 carry ban, so SPN at least seems to assume that this Tristana is a mid laner. I have seen Kai'Sa being flexed into the mid lane or at the worst parts into the top lane as well, so you could argue she's also one of the flex picks. SPN now probably will lift the miracle that is... Okay, that's a Jace. So that actually does not solve anything, that does not reveal anything. That just could still be mid lane, could still be top lane. Jace, of course, would have been counterpicked by the Ornn. Not sure what the meta is currently on Jace, how strong he actually is. Aatrox is still open. Of course, not the greatest pick into the Jace. Sion, the OG competitive counter pick into the Jace, just sits there, farms, does not give a care in the world if he gets queued or even hit by the accelerated shock blast. Zeri hovered without E. Okay, I am confusion as of now. Tristana Taric could still be the bot lane, it seems. SPN getting away with basically two useless bans. Taliyah in the bot lane, Tristana, Taric, or Tristana Maokai. Taric jungle? Is that still a thing? I'm not sure actually about that. Now, what will SPN answer with for that last pick? That seems to be a Syndra, making the whole comp of SPN more or less more AP based. There's a lot of pick potential here, with the Jace being able to poke from the range. Not the greatest matchup into the side, of course. Not able to, probably won't be able to get any solo kills, or and get accelerated from that. Will probably will rely on the Nocturne to jump in, but of course Jace not being your only possibility to carry a game. Kai'Sa, as I said before, can always be built however you want her to be built. You could just go for the full crit if you actually lack AD. It's still viable. Still deals a lot of damage and does not make her less hard to catch with the invisibility upgrade. Nocturne, I'm not sure about the Nocturne in SPM's comp as of now. Of course, it makes it even more of a pick comp with more with a pretty safe CC stack for the Kai'Sa to dash onto with the Killer Instinct. But enough from the SPN draft. Let's just look at what they're going up against. They got a very, very, very tanky comp here. We got the Maokai, we got the Taric, we got the Sion. So a lot of big health bars. Maokai, of course, being able to build full AP in the jungle, but still has a lot of HP. Not as tanky, of course, as if he's actually building tank items. The Taliyah, as a counter pick, I probably just picked up to have some side lane presence, with the Sion basically sitting in his lane and waiting for the laning phase to end, and that for the second he can finally just charge into a team fight. Which I'm pretty sure SPN will try to avoid, just try to pick off ELZ's champions one by one. But that will mostly be determined by how the early game goes. If SPN is actually able to get the slight lead to be able to overpower the Tristana Taric lane. And with the Swain more or less just trying to poke out and Taric healing back up. So remains to be seen how this match will actually go. We got the Syndra with a lot of burst, but as I said, big health bars. Probably won't be doing much, just there to burst down the Taliyah to keep the Tristana away. Just getting flung back the second she tries to jump in. I predict that ELZ will be the team that will be looking for the team fights in this, with SPN trying to pick off targets one by one, like I said before. Please feel free to correct me in the chat if that is if you have a different analysis of these two drafts, while we go into a short break, while we wait for the next game to actually start off. We got Albanzi versus Spa Section. See you on the Rift. Oh wait, oh god, the timers. Oh no. in the game, and we once again started off with a very nice pause, as SPN Leon seems to have disconnected. Some connection issues, just the lag from the pause now coming through as we wait for that to finally please end. We all love Riot's picture of a working game. There it ends, and we got
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
a full 5-man defense. Played by the book by both teams
30
actually.
seconds until minions spawn.
Not much invading going on. Just some emote spam by the SPN bot laner.
Minions have spawned.
So as of currently, it looks like the Maokai will be starting on his red buff, pathing towards that top lane, which seems to me like an interesting decision since he's got the sign in the top lane. Never mind. Just actually a fully charged sign Q into the Jace's face with a brush cheese. That's very nice early damage. And already first root lands onto Stasis. It's gonna trigger back with a stun, and Denki DM is able to get the bomb off, get 3 stacks up, and what looks to me like SPN has won that trade on, even though it's only level 1. Another root lands, level 2 advantage now, but instantly step back. Denki jumps in, bomb is exploded, jumps back out, ignite is popped by Elamaka. Hemostasis, very low in HP. Had the Kaiser got one more auto attack, might have gone down there. Meanwhile, in top lane, Krydle is asserting his dominance by simply being the one with the damage. Does not seem to work out very well though. Just able to trade 1v1, 1-for-1 in terms of damage basically. And just while the first blood in the bot lane, Alan McFatrat will fall down. Aseptic is still down there. 3v2. The Tristana will claim a kill. Of course, lost some XP for that. Not gonna let the support, the AD carry let back that easily. Kai'Sa low in mana though now. Leon taking the bot lane crab now. And Aseptic is actually backing. Not gonna challenge that. Does not have any priority in the mid lane. Gyanko maybe in a little bit of trouble here. Just to flash away as Leon just walks through towards the second crab. Now Aseptic is in the area. May wants to contest it. Actually, no, he's just gonna pick up his blue buff. And Trollcock pushes the wave in, forces Gyanko to teleport. And Leon tries to contest that blue buff. Not gonna get it though, gets smited away by Aseptic. Now the smite will be available for the Nocturne. Contesting that Grump. This time he smites it away. Gets the fear off onto Aseptic, flashes away over the wall though. Krydle has moved down accelerated shock blast will hit onto the Maokai. Well, big wave pushes into the bot lane of Spot Section. Krydle already back to bought a tier, not expanded his teleport though. Trollcock could be in a bit of trouble here. Receptive gets the root off. Not possible though. It's already under his turret. Also very low on mana. And the bot jungle duo will move towards the Drake. Element Z trying to pick up the first Drake. The Kai'Sa W now being more or less out of contention to steal that away.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
And Element Z will pick that one up. First track over to Ilzy, who are actually, I'm not sure if the Captain that nice, but we like to see a game without a Captain, right? No huge plans, huge escapes possible with the enhanced honey fruits, but also kind of a pointless soul in this game for both teams. Not much shielding, not much enchanter utility available. Could argue the healing is would have benefited the Taric, but we'll see how Riot rolls our breaks this time around. While the Paranoia comes out, Flea, the fear goes through. Ganko just getting obliterated by the Syndra there. And Krydle just farming under his turret is actually is some CS down, even though it should be the other way around. If you go by the classic range versus melee matchup. Now the Tristana is actually in the top lane, while the Sion has moved down into the bot lane. Not sure what that is actually about. Why they would now it makes sense. The first Herald also coming up. ELZ going very much just for their objectives, having rotated their bot lane up into towards that that giant scuttle crab, I gotta say, and the Sion just sitting down in the bot lane. Actually, I'm surprised they did not go for a level 1 cheese with the Sion just sitting and taking the death, the good death. That's some big damage, but you also gotta respect the fact that there's like the Jace is 3 levels up at this point onto the Tristana and the Taric. Trollcock just more or less currently farming fast. The Syndra having punched out 20 CS lead at this point actually, and is able to poke the Talia quite reliably. Leon seems to be once again looking towards this mid lane with the Paranoia available, but finds a Septic and just decides to back off. Now the Paranoia comes in onto Ganko. Flash root onto the Syndra though. And Leon also trying to get out. Tries to dance around a bit, but Aseptic is gonna pick that one up and also place down the Rift Herald to get his mid laner back into the game. Who has fallen slightly behind from that first play made by the spot section. Now Aseptic, Wise Mystical Tree, looking for his second Drake. With the priority in the bot lane should not be a problem. Also, Leon is on the other side of the map. Teleport comes in from Ganko to secure that Drake. Goes over to the Element Z. Currently, more or less, pretty by the book plays. Not much cooking, if you say it like that. Going on, not many interesting engages. Maybe also with the Tristana being in the bot lane, basically shoving into the Kai'Sa. While Trollcock has been chunked down quite heavily, it seems Aseptic has had a play in that. He's gonna go collect his another Skull Crab. Krydle just trying to poke down the Sion. Not much happening else though. Now bot lane of Drizzy is also just trying to back while McFatRed will cancel the Terex. Back, Krydle might be in a little bit of trouble here with Sion Ultimate being available. The Nature's Grasp hitting the Jace, locking him down just now until he picks up the kill. Demonic Ascension is procced, not able to get anything out though, just actually that was flashed by Pixel. Kind of wasted. Now the Terra Elements goes out just to make sure that Leon is not able to salvage any of that play. Making this 3-4-0 trade. Just more kills into the pocket of Element Z. And this time around we actually have a support with the bounty. See? Kills, that's how you steal kills. That's how you do it. You have the enemy Kai'Sa flash into your stun. Take notes, man. Take notes. Yeah, the top lane quite like it. The CS difference is got even greater towards the Sion with Krydle dying to the 3-man dive. But
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Spot Section will be able to pick up the first turret, even though there was no Rift Herald expanded on there, and Trollcock will be getting picked up. Ganko forced to flash though for that one. Danky just slightly not into tower range, picks up Pixel. while McFadred is out of his way roaming, not able to get anything, and trades the turret back. 9-1 current score, with a almost 4k gold lead on the side of Almanzi. I would put this also the scaling more towards the towards Almanzi with the Tristana and the Thalia. And of course Sion being as tanky as he will be, has picked up the Steam Cup, so will mostly try to sit against the Jace. Now Weaver's Wall comes through. Trollcup kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Gets taken down by Tristana. Leon also, after proccing the Paranoia flying in, decided, no, I gotta flash out of that. Mr. McFadred now in the middle of 4 gets to feel that as well. Taken down as well. Leon being able to block that first Thalia Q. Not so much the rest of them. Almost falls down to random pokes. And Shelly only gets 1 charge in onto the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. While the Sion is doing work in the top lane, taking down the top lane tier 2. I predicted a less one-sided game. And yes, it is less one-sided because it's not 22,000 gold difference in 20 minutes yet. It's only like 6k in 17 minutes, but there seems to Espion seems to have been out macroed in the early game. Also, there might be a drop difference. Sion deciding Unstoppable Onslaught to pick up the support is worth it. So they're just gonna do that. Trollcuck falls down to the Sion as well. Denki now very, very fed on this Tristana. Close to his second item. Will be able to pick it up probably on his next back. And the third dragon, Cloud Soul. I said I didn't want to see another boring Chemtech Soul, but we got the even more boring one, so I guess I jinxed that one. Krydal being able to poke quite a bit, of course. Big damage coming out from those accelerated shock blasts, but not me. Not sure if he should be chasing that. Trollcuck now in the bot lane, matching the Sion. Just in by farming the waves. There's no kill pressure on that huge health bar anyways. Leon looking to try to contest the crab. Will actually get it. Leon stealing away the top side skill crab with just a cheeky little Q. McFadred once again stuck. Paranoia comes out, gets flung back out though. After diving in. Pixel gets out after expending the killer instinct and his flash. Yanko maybe getting saved by the heal and the shield of his shut down onto that is a very bloody fight right there. Trollcuck not able to join it though. Actually, no, decides not to. Has noticed that the Cyan
Triple kill.
just waltzed right in there, picked up 3 kills. I thought for a second that SPN had made it back in, but then the Cyan just was quicker on the trigger than the Syndra with the teleport.
Red team's turret has
Decided
been
not to
destroyed.
expend that one and just take the L. And another 3 kills, but there was actually 2 shutdowns. No, it was 1 shutdown. 1 shutdown that went over to the Jace. So some gold on one of the more essential champions on SPN's team. $7K gold now the lead for Element Z. As Mr. Mafetra just watching a Septic throw that a sapling in there. Kaisa W Void Seeker almost stole away that raptor. Would have been a nice chunk of gold. Bianco just throwing Q where he predicts Leon to be. Actually gets the W onto Pixel. Able to pick him out. And that was a teleport.
A summoner has disconnected.
And that is another pause, actually. Very nice. We love it. It seems Element Z's jungler has disconnected. We'll just be waiting on that to come back in while they are actually contesting the Baron. So you might wanna have your jungler with you there. Maybe, just maybe. But I'm actually pretty sure that Element Z's Tristana will be able to easily burst that one down without a smite. Yeah, the catch on Pixel leading towards that Baron play of Element Z. A little bit too optimistic, a little bit too far up, overextended without having his flash up. Maybe also underestimating the Talia damage, just getting shoved in and blown up by 2 abilities. The also overall pretty dire situation for spell section. Once again, now mentioned in the goal lead, now more than 8K, 19-3 the scoreline, with 3 Drakes also picked up by Element Z. The Maokai having opted for the tank build, having some huge health bars, and the Syndra itemizing more towards the absolute one-shot. Of course, Syndra being a burst mage, but I would have liked to see the Leandris. Leandris instead on Mr. McFedrick, who is not actually able to currently really make an impact. Quite a long disconnect, it seems. Just waiting for that one to end. yeah, except for the actual Lost Nation game, the actual
A
Lost Nation
summoner
players have
has
had
reconnected.
not the best of showings today, with Veteran Enforcer being on the receiving end of a lot of hooks, and Mr. McFatred being on the receiving end of a lot of ganks. Not the greatest of times. Could also be put up to the fact that they're both basically only just subbing in, not really knowing their teammates. We actually go back in, pause is over, but I will have the experience of all times while Cyan is about to hit the Syndra with an auto attack. We get to watch that very, very carefully. And there's actually some movement towards the Baron by Spot Section. Leon proccing the Paranoia. Not gonna get into the Baron. Baron actually kind of throwing him up into the air, not making it able to hit for him to hit the blast count, and just gonna die. Flash has flashed in, just died. Also, yeah, just realized there was a difference in smite. I guess there was. Tridal now in potentially a bit of trouble, but Trollcut is here. Yanko does not have enough damage. Accelerated Shock Bug Blast will be flashed away by Yanko. And that's the Cloud Dragon Soul for Element Z. So making this more than a 10k gold lead. If I had to give a scenario where Spot Section actually would still win this game, it would be that the Kai'Sa gets a Thunder kill just by existing. That's what the champion does, sadly. But that's a very fat Q onto McFatred. That one hurt. And that Cyan is not taking any damage. There is no max health damage available on the side of Spot Section. The Nocturne goes in. Paranoia is just gonna get blown up. Pixel trying his best to deal any damage to the on the Cyan, but it just walks up with Ghost, bonks her on the head, and it seems Element Z are looking to finish this game, and they will. Another very, very dominant showing today. First by Onlypels, now by Element Z just steamrolling their opponents. I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to think of this. I actually expected this to be a very balanced game if you just go by ranks, but that again shows that ranks are not even close to everything. Also, not having your main support may have made some problems for Pixel down in the bot lane. Not used to McFatred, also McFatred being a jungler, like a main jungle. But yeah, I think this loss can be mainly chalked up to the fact that they have been outdrafted in most ways. The Syndra, no damage. There has been no damage at all to kill that Cyan. No ability to match him. The Jace just falling off, not dealing any damage at all. And also the Syndra just not really able to one-shot any targets. Oh yeah, we have another incident of the Wise Mystical Tree asserting his dominance in the jungle. Not sure what I'm supposed to think of that. Well, yeah, I'll just call it a solo queue experience. It is what it is. Yeah, and with that, we only have one more game to go for the night. We got Goats for Hire versus Buckets and Metros. I think that's how you say it. Both teams kind of, again, on the lower end of the brackets. DFH with the drafts of all time, having on stream drafted Garen, Maokai, no, not Maokai, Garen, Warwick, Malphite full AP mid lane with Ignite, and a Sejuani support twice now, with a swapped out support. AD carry. Once it was Sivir, the other time it was Samira. Did not work out as planned, I assume. Both games lost pretty heavily. But let's see if they're gonna cook up something different this week around. We'll be going to a short break, and then we'll be back for the last game of the night. We got Goats for Hire versus Bucket and Metros. Don't go anywhere. See you on the Rift.
bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we bring to fall the giants? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of a world that we defy. A solar ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the
Okay, and with that, once again we're preparing for our last game of the night. We got the Ghost for Hire on the blue side versus Pacanometras on the red side. Just waiting to get ready for the draft, of course, with Ghost for Hire more or less already being out of contention for playoffs. They're only defending their personal honor, playing to have a little bit of fun. Of course, we're playing League, so that's always up in the air. I'm wondering about their draft. I'm really curious what they will draft up this week around. They'll have their third chance to shine with a Scooper on the top lane, playing Garen, gaining 6 kills, and then having the typical top lane syndrome of, well, my kills are the only 6 kills of my whole team, and the enemy has 18, so it's a kind of a problem sometimes around. So not really able to leverage that top lane domination. Well, we're just waiting for the rest for everyone to get sorted into their positions and for the draft to begin. Just getting some of the stuff ready. Let's see if there will be another Maokai incident, if there will be another Malphite full AP in the mid lane. I rather not see it once again, honestly. It would be the third time, and it would be actually funny. But it's still Maokai mid lane, who is basically, well, you could argue that Maokai is the best assassin in the game, the best AP assassin in the game, but only if he actually hits some items. So there's that. And if he's getting stumped in lane, that's not really that helpful. As for the rest, of course, I already said that the teams are basically just playing to have fun at this point, with GFH not making playoffs and Pokemon Metros being the last seed actually getting in. While we go into the draft, we got a LeBlanc banned out by Goods for Hire. That seems to be a Morel ban. Morel seems to be kind of pig ban this time around. She had a lot of presence last week as well, with EAL teams being quite fond of her. Or in case of PCN, not really, rather just have her banned out. Poppy ban. Also, the manliest man of men not allowed to walk onto the rift. No Pantheon, no Rakan. So, quite spread out bans. No targeted specific roles. Just no LeBlanc because we don't want mid lane. Pantheon, you could flex into the jungle. You can play mid lane. You can play top lane. Kai'Sa, the only actual meta ban, as far as I can tell. Let's see if Ghost for Hire will run it back once again with their legendary quad tank. Okay, well, never mind. Rather like triple tank, full AP Malphite assassin mid, and that's some others. Okay, we seem to be going a different direction this time around. No Sejuani in the support position. Of course, that is assuming that the Nautilus is actually going support, which might not be the case. Knowing a certain person would also put him into the jungle or into the top lane, I'm not really sure. Okay, that's another wise mystical tree. Being locked in by PCN, another Maokai incident incoming. Well, potentially that is. Let's see where that one will go. Xayah being once again hovered. I'm really not sure what it... Okay, that's a Samira. Okay, we got Nautilus, Samira bot lane, I'm pretty sure. Into a Xayah, and whatever else will be picked up by PCN. We'll have to see about that. I could see maybe a Braum, with that one being open. Lux in the mid lane, very vanilla pick. Maybe just got the new skin, decided, yep, I want to play Lux now. Let's have some fun. Let's be one of the most annoying champions in the game if you only listen to our voice lines. Zoe actually being picked up by PCN into the Lux. So they will probably have their their top lane picked up and as a last pick, as a last counter pick. Depending on what Guts for Hire will decide to throw down before the last rotation. That seems to be, yeah, that's a Gangplank ban. So no Gangplank, no pirates for PCN, and PCN just goes, you don't get to play a tank. You don't get to play the super tank. You don't get to play the. I think Gnar might have the most presence, like the overall most presence in any kind of league, in any like professional league currently. And of course, Goes for Hire losing one ban because they did not send in their roster, so they will lose one ban and making this. I'm really curious now. This is a Kassadin angle. I would have been actually surprised if the Zoe would have gotten support. K'Sante being hovered, being locked in. The as a top laner, the problem with K'Sante is that he's just there. He has max health damage. He has true damage. He has a spammable Q. That's Scooper's Garen locked in to counter that one. He has a million dashes, even if he's not in the all-out form. He has a lot of CC, and he's able to just take away your carry. It's just that's a Teemo. PCN? Are you good, guys? You sure about it? That looks better. That looks a whole lot better. Tom Kench with Zaya. Or the Alistar. Okay, we'll be selling for the Alistar, so we got Nautilus Samira versus Zaya Alistar. I say Nautilus Samira because Nautilus will be dealing the most of the early damage if he ever gets to get a hook, even get an auto attack off against that Alistar before he gets knocked away. We got a very vanilla, you could almost say, top mid with Garen and Lux and the Fiddlesticks to handle all of the big team fighting together with the Samira. Garen, of course, being the split push, a split push monster, but always able to just flash onto your AD carry, like silence them and just take them out of the lives with Ignite Ultimate. Well, I like Ghost for Hire's draft, but it is once again like kind of going for that team fight power, but they're actually going for it this time. They're not doing any tank shenanigans. They're just picking champions that are supposed to be in a role. While PCN has a very volatile champions in their composition. You got Garen and Lux set up against Zoe and K'Sante. Zoe and K'Sante both being like K'Sante is almost the definition of being the most overloaded champion in the game. Zoe being requiring quite a bit of mechanics to pull off and actually deal as much damage as a Lux. Well, Lux just has to press 3 buttons and always gets the same damage, and Zoe has to hit. You could argue it's only 2 skill shots, but it's very like the Q is not the easiest one. I'm not sure how experienced the PCN mid lane is. on the champion. But I think I like Ghostfire's draft better just because it seems more reliable in any position. Wise Mystical Tree, of course, always able to be providing the big CC with the Grasping Roots. Zaya, very safe AD carry, especially against the Nautilus. Just able to just ult away from the depth charge. And Cassante able to just like take away the one carry he needs. Like if Fiddlesticks gets a nice ultimate, he can just ult him away, take him away from his team. Zaya can just ult out. He can just take the Garen to Narnia if he gets too close to the Zaya or the Zoe, and also the Zamira and the Lux have to be scared of being taken to the back roads by the big bad Cassante. Alesta, of course, easily able to provide even more peel. I'm very, very curious how this will go, because it depends very much on the execution. As I said, GFH going for more staple drafts, for more stable and easy to play champions. For except, of course, for the Samira, who is in itself just volatile, but the fact that he has to dive into a team fight. Not saying she's not easy to play, but it is a whole lot easier to press 2 buttons and just click on one target than to having to aim 2 skill shots and actually kite away. And with that horrible disappointment, we'll be going into one more short break before we meet on the Rift once again. Ghost for Hire versus Pachydermatras. Don't go anywhere. See you on the Rift. onto the rift with
30 seconds until minions
Goats for
spawn.
Hire already looking to invade. It will be spotted out though. That tiny little sapling placed by Tesla there just got his value onto the Garen, who's probably just gonna heal it back up. Of course, Garen being one of the hardest champions to actually poke down with his passive, with his only passive of having a high health regen.
Minions have spawned.
Sometimes a pain, yes, in some matchups, because you have to kill him in actually one all-in. Now it seems Tesla wants to start on his blue buff, puffing towards the Kasate and the Garen, trying to impact that lane, but also Roach is going for the same approach. Trading Edgy Ninja trying to poke out Crazy Trap with all the attacks in the mid lane. The empowered, you could call it a G spellblade, but that's what it is. Avantgardas and Space Jam forfeiting their level 2. Almost gets Space Jam killed there. Has to flash out. Sneaky Chief expanding the Ignite. Funky Kid. It's Funky Kid actually. Funky Kid getting his shove in on the top lane first. Scooper just sitting back, trying to last hit. Not gonna get that one. While their respective junglers get closer and closer towards that lane. Not expecting too much action down in the bot lane, with Sneaky Chief basically being counterpicked by the Alistar, just with the ability to always get thrown back out if he hits a hook. Funky Kid. I talked about it. I experienced in Castle Curse. Funky Kid poking that Garen quite effectively actually with the Qs. Of course, Q having a very low cooldown. Roach now on the top of Skullcrab. Edgy Ninja rotating towards him. Q's gonna hit, flash away by Roach, making sure he's not gonna actually fall for that. Lux sitting in the lane, pushing out. Chunked quite heavily actually. Tesla now decides to be a pain in Roach's back. Making sure there is no contesting the his Skullcrab, and we get a tussle up in the top lane. Funky Kid and Scooper having a short trade there. Scooper getting short end of that. Sneaky Chief. I could see him wanting him to hook the Space Jam, but not really a point in doing that, because he knows he's just gonna get knocked back. Yes, he did invade the Philistines. That is correct. Do not forget, both these team comps are somewhere near the gold to platinum level. Maybe keep that in mind, especially with your personal solo queue experiences. And another invade by Tesla. We get fights all around. Funky Kid not gonna take any damage from there. Just gonna walk it out and keep pushing that wave in. Tesla seems to be looking towards his bot lane, but just decides, maybe he's gonna do something. Sitting on a ward though, so Great Vindicta and Sneaky Chief now he's there. But also Roach is making his way over. Not sure what's the plan here now, because he basically just ran into the wave. And now one of the actually both of the saplings have found their target. Funky Kid asserting his dominance on the top lane quite well. May want to look for a backcourt now. Tesla just clearing his camps. Cozy Crab actually seems to have rotated towards Funky Kid there, but realized that he's just gonna recall there. Edgy Ninja also quite dominant in this, has picked up an arrow for us. Active, that is. Meanwhile, Avantgardas and the Space Jam pushing into Grim Vindicta and Sneaky Chief. Herald is about to come up. Let's see if either of the teams is gonna place as big as a focus on that as Element Z did in the previous game. Also, Drake has been available for quite some time now. Scooper rather going for the decisive strike onto the minion instead of Funky Kid. Sidesteps the third Keto. Roach now on his way mid lane. Will flash away from the Zoe. Edgy Ninja picks up another flash and will get the first blood onto the Fiddlesticks. Very, very nicely done there by Edgy Ninja, blowing both his flash and his ignite, but also flash straight back over by picking up the Fiddlesticks flash. Funky Kid just decide, yeah, if I'm not allowed to kill my lane, I might as well go pick myself up a oversized spell. And also, PCN has decided to, yeah, let's remove the fact that the Fiddlestick just died, and there's now champ lane to grab that dragon. Crowstorm comes out by the Fiddlesticks, very interesting, but it gets the job done. Scooper now with a level advantage actually, and Space Jam and Tesla moving up towards that Garen. Maybe... no, actually... Tesla just securing that brush. Roach sees that his top laner is in trouble and will move towards him. Tesla blocking him off though. No fatalities here anywhere. No damage to be seen from any of these champions, of course. But here comes one that could actually deal some damage. Edgy Ninja at this point already able to one-shot the Fiddlesticks as we've seen before. Even though he has used his ignite on that. Avantgardas just farming out the wave in the bot lane, left alone by his support, but Featherstorm is available, so no reason to be concerned. Great Minicta just removing the blast cone. So there is another path blocked off for Tesla to gank around. Edgy Ninja seems to know that there's 3 people in the bot side brush. I wonder how he could have figured that one out. Roach walking into lane, Sneaky Chief not really seems unsure what he actually wants to do. Decides to flash hook on there, and the CC game is true. The Lux Binding will hit as well, and that's the oversized Skull Crab will be placed mid lane by Roach. They will share that bounty goal, that play goal between the 3 of them. And that's gonna be another kill picked up for Crow's Crab. Tesla trying to defend that turret, just gonna pay for it with his life. While both Space Jam and Avantgarde have kind of been just sitting back. Of course, Avantgarde is having to farming himself up. Space Jam could have wrote the other way. Funky Kid seems to be quite some XP down onto the Garen, still pushing into him though. Another Lux ult just simply used to clear a wave. Could have hit the Zoe, but I believe there's too many waves to just escape for that to happen. Mistakes happen though, so well worth a shot. Sneaky Chief clearing out ward in the trap rush. Funky Kid just decides to walk out. Garen has engaged on me. I should walk away. While Roach is now in range and the Crow Storm is available. So could make for a play here. Also Crab is in the area, while Great Vindicta is just getting taken down. Tesla has finally found his way into the bot lane and into a spot where they can actually engage. Seems they tried to dive Sneaky Chief, but that one just walked away. Now Funky Kid is feeling the wrath of Garen's sword, and also Roach has used up his Featherstorm. Crowstorm. Featherstorm is the other. Also Flash and Ignite expanded by Scooper. Classic Garen gaming, I would almost call it. We'll only pick up 1 plate though. Not risking it anymore. Funky Kid has his teleport available. Now another engage in the bot lane. That Maokai ultimate will be windwalled off though. Not able to catch the Samira. Edgy Ninja hits the first skill shot he has to hit. Hits the second one, but the barrier actually comes out too late. But Crow's Crab will survive.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Only 304 HP. That is, it's tragic in a way that Edgy Ninja had his ignite up. Greeted there a little bit. Great Vindicta moving towards that red buff. Thought they might already be available to grab one, but instead just gonna take the wave in the mid lane. Sneaky Chief making sure that they actually get it, while PCN are again making moves towards that bridge. Another Luxel just used for scouting. Sure, PCN does not do that instantly, I guess. Funky Kid now on the back foot, down not only some CS but also 1 kill and also 1 plate. because that tower has not been touched. Edgy Ninja's zoning away making sure Malcolm is able to pick that second wicket. And it will be Mountain Soul for this last game of the evening. Of course, very, very appreciated by the PCN lineup with basically having 3 tanks on their side, even though Maokai is currently building, has only built the Monumental. Once again, Roach in the top lane helps his top laner push the wave out. Decides, yeah, it's time to get that top lane turret. Places his second Rift Herald of the game down in that top lane. And now top lane at the bot lane of PCN is rotating down, and that might have been all of the bait. Just try to get Roaches try to get them into kill range, but that seems to have backfired. As Funky Kid just takes the Fiddlesticks away, takes it a bit too far though. Inferno Trigger will come out. Grim Vindicta not able to claim another reset. Sneaky Chief and Scooper are just gonna walk it out. Scooper being in the situation where he just kinda was there, taking the turret, and then his jungle decided it was time to make the play. That would have, yeah. Okay, Space Jam may go down to the Ignite. Actually will. Scooper takes quite a bit of damage, actually will fall down to the feathers pulled in by the Xayah. Not quick enough on the ultimate to make sure that it actually falls down. Roach having another run-in with Edgy Ninja. Finds out that Zoe still hurts. Will always hurt. Funky Kid has seems to have decided that he's in enough fun in the mid lane. Just gonna go back into his beloved top lane and stare down the Garen while he's waiting for the enemy jungler to come and gank him again. No Featherstorm available for the Xayah. Maybe actually has to flash away. Gets out though. Depth charge was not available for the Nautilus, so that's off the plate. Just a random hook hitting up on the Xayah. Funky Kid now left alone, waiting for his beloved Garen to come back. While Crowstorm goes down in the mid lane, Fiddlesticks did big damage. Great Vindicta will be going down though. Space Jam chunked down quite a bit, but not enough to fall. Great Vindicta not fed enough, only having the Collector. Avantgardas very fed, and Edgy Ninja just does what Zoe does. Has decided, Fiddlesticks, it is your time to die. I hit my one skill shot. Now you stand still and have to wait for your your demon to come for you, basically. What is the scariest? What do you think is the feeling when Zoe, when you're forced to just sit there, you know you're gonna die. You're sleeping, but you know you're getting tired. You know you're gonna die. You're not gonna wake up from it. That must be like one of the worst feelings. Like same with Lulu's wonderful polymorph. You just turn into a squirrel. You can't do shit. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I just gotta wait and see like my friends dying around me, but I have been turned into a squirrel. What am I gonna do? Things to keep you up at night. It seems Garen has decided the top lane is not worth it anymore. I rather just go hunting for the Space Child, Edge Ninja, now clearing his waves against the Gods for Ire top laner. Roach I just realized he has blue smite, so he gets quite a bit of movement speed in the brushes. Samira closing in on her second item, which seems to be Bloodthirster, so no Mythic yet. Maybe not decided on what to go for, maybe just wants a healing. Not sure. Now Funky Kid back to his beloved Garen, fighting him. This is very exciting to watch, actually. Very. I'd rather just watch the wave clearing of Zoe, honestly. Okay, they're still fighting. Okay, is any one of them actually gonna take damage? We'll come back to that in a minute. Let's okay. Meanwhile, that's one interactive fight. Edge Ninja just hitting a bubble and blowing up Cozy Crab there. Didn't even catch it.
You can't milk those.
Samira currently having enough gold to be able to back and just get here. Get her first. Now Roach has solo ulting Edge Ninja, but Bubble will hit, and the second part as well. Sleepy Bubble into Death Bubble. And the maybe slightly mistimed. Could have waited a little bit longer to actually avoid that big damage, but from that range, I think it would have killed anyway. Okay, it seems my prediction has gone down the drain. There is the Infinity Edge for the Samira. No Bloodthirster, even though she has a Vampiric Scepter. The bot lane matchup, well now bot lane matchup, earlier top lane matchup is still about as exciting as possible. That's like watching grass grow. It's like watching Malphite lane against Munda. Actually, no, Munda is actually like counter-interactive, isn't he? bubble into the brush, making sure nobody's there, and if somebody's there, they're dead. First strike coming up from Tesla. Okay, one of his saplings in front of the target. Sneaky Chief hooking Edgy Ninja actually out of the portal jump. Now Scooper has finally found himself once again versus Funky Kid, who, well, technically both have 2 items, but Scooper has himself a Hull Breaker, so basically he has 2 items currently. Lux once again ulting onto the Drake, not find any other target. Almost Roach, I think this is the situation where you spam ping your jungler. If I was anyone else on Dead for Hire's team. Scooper finally going 1v3 into the backline, into the backside. Actually, has fun finding it, so not really the backline, is it? Edgy Ninja finds another one shot onto Cozy Crab. Just that Zoe is your sleep paralysis demon. That's what it's called. That's what the word I've been searching for before it. It also has the monkey soul available to him. While the rest of fucking Metros will pick up the Baron, fucking Kid flashes out. Roach once again down to gank. Not really sure if that Crow's down was worth it. But one target is better than no target.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alangardas, pretty dominant versus Great Vindicta here. Tesla moving in for the flank. Has the flash available. Does not need to flash though. Just walks in. And Alangardas will take care of the rust. Pushing into the mid lane, inhibitor turrets now with the Baron available. Okay. Sorry for every Garen fan, Garen main out there. This is not very fun to watch. Now we get another rock going in the rock fight. Meanwhile, this is more like the time to kill I like. Cozy Crab not able to get the damage out onto Alangardas. That is just gonna get caught out of position by the support and jungler and will fall down. It seems PCN are looking to end the game with this Baron though. Currently no mid laner and no support available for Woods for Hire. No way to clear those cannon minions in the backline. Free firing onto. That's the third scenario I've seen this game and it's been cast once again. There's pretty big Pro Storm, able to catch the Zaya, but it will not be enough. The ace comes through. Edgy Ninja puts Cozy Crab back to sleep again into a second ace back to back, and after even more than quite a bit longer than I would have expected, we are now done with the last game of the night. all of these games were basically pretty one-sided. We've had The Lost Nation, which you could argue that they ran it down after some successes in the mid game, translating into the late game. They decided, yep, let's fight the Renekton 1v1. Let's do that. That's a good idea. I have 1 item. He has 3. Yeah, let's do that. Did not work out. Then second game, Element Z. No, it wasn't Element. The second game was actually. Let me remember. Brain is not very working anymore. Only Pills dominating their game. Versus TDE. Well, I can't. But basically, why was I even here? You guys just stumped each other. It does not matter. Oh god. Okay, let's go watch the LEC finals next time around. Okay, with those words, we'll be back next week with, I think, should be the first round of playoffs. Not sure if we get another. It should be the first round of playoffs. I gotta check the table. I'm sorry. Production levels on the highest level as always, done by yours truly. And with those words, I'll see you next week.